Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and I wanted to take a little stroll around the Constellation Taurus today because one of my org mates got it and said I could take a look in his hangar, so thank you, CJ. And on top of that, I've shown you the Andromeda, and I figured it'd be interesting to kind of just show you the Taurus version so you can actually see and compare. And if you notice there on the back, you don't have the P-52 Merlin hanging off the back. Now, part of that is due to help you keep the cost low. Having that fighter is obviously going to be an increase in cost. And when you're talking about the Taurus being kind of the low-priced, economical version of the Connie series, it makes sense to get rid of another ship that comes with this ship. On top of that, the space required actually will kind of intrude with what I'm about to show you here, which is going to be the gigantic cargo hold. Now, one thing that's worth noting about the fighter on the back is you structurally don't have the docking point. So I don't think it's something you're going to be able to do later on down the line, like adding another ship to it, just because you don't actually have the connections. But I'll show you that shortly. Now, here in this cargo hold, there is one other small cargo hold, but in that one, you actually can hold 1,900 freight units, or I guess the ship in total can hold 1,900, which is 800 more than the Andromeda, so it's significant. Now, one of the other things that you give up for cargo is right there. You notice that there's not a lower turret. That is, in fact, another internal cargo bay, which I haven't figured out how to actually open yet, but when we get inside the ship, you'll actually be able to see that there is, kind of like access doors so you can actually get into that. I've also heard rumors of that being actually shielded, but I'm not sure. What that means, though, is the underside of your ship is incredibly vulnerable to attack. So now that we're actually in here on the bridge, you can notice it's just kind of and there's those cargo doors. But once you actually get in here, you can tell it's kind of just a slightly watered down version of the Andromeda. The lighting's different, the coloring is different, it doesn't quite look as pretty. And I heard some of this has to do with actual changes to show off some of the wear and tear states. That was the top turret, pretty much the primary defense of your ship. Inside, we got the crew living area. You've got yourself a nice little fold-down table. Kind of looks like something you might see on Tatooine. It's a little bit rusted with some plates and stuff. Folds out for some nice space-saving design. Now, the inside of the ship, while not super glamorous, is still well-designed. There's some cool stuff. You can tell there's just a lot of open space, which compared to some other ships is actually kind of a nice change of pace. Once we actually move back a little bit, we kind of get into the crew living quarters. Nice little bathroom here. It's not just a fold-out toilet. You actually get a shower that's got a working door, and you can see a little shower head up there. It's got a toilet that's functional for you to actually sit down on. Interesting ship. And in just a minute, I'm going to show you the bed. I kind of moved away as I hit the animation button, so it kind of glitched out a little bit. But nothing game-breaking. If I was patient, it would totally work. Now, speaking of beds and crew, this actually carries one less crew member than the Andromeda, and I think that kind of makes sense considering you don't have a fighter or a turret, the second turret to actually gun. Other changes would be that it's actually got lower shields than the Andromeda has, and it's got different engines as well. Where the Andromeda has HE engines and the Taurus has E-class engines. Maybe one of those is efficiency, maybe one's economy, maybe one's high efficiency, maybe one has better power output. But right here is where on the other ship, the Andromedas and the others have the P-52 or P-72. That's where your little access port is. So just kind of wanted to show this off, give you guys another look at it. Wanted to give you all a heads up that I am going to be away for about a week, so if you don't see any videos, that would be why. Don't worry, I haven't given up on you guys are making more videos, so stay tuned for more. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and take care.